What's up guys? Diabetes insipidus, something that can be confusing, but if you break it down, not too bad. Have a little sketch here, hopefully it can get you ready for your test or quiz or whatever you want. So there are two types of diabetes insipidus. The first type is when antidiuretic hormone, ADH, right here, is not being made centrally in the pituitary, or it's not having an effect in the kidneys, which is nephrogenic diabetes insipidus. So there's two types, remember that. Believe it or not, way back when they used to just taste your pee, see if you had diabetes. So if you're peeing out a ton of water and it's not sugary, then it's diabetes insipidus. Now you know. Nephrogenic, central's over here in the blue. Nephrogenic over here on the green side. Symptoms of diabetes insipidus. You're drinking a ton of water, just drinking all day long, can't get enough water because you're always thirsty. You feel like you always have the urge to drink. You're peeing, urinating a huge amount of water out. Basics of how do you test for diabetes insipidus. Here we have a scale, so it tests the gravity of your urine. And the scale right here is pointing to 1.6. And that actually means the specific gravity, different sources said different things, between 1.005 to 1.006, less than that for the specific gravity. Then down here we have the actual urine. It has a nice 300 on it. I probably should have just drew 3 different urine things on it. That would make more sense, but I didn't. But that means the urine osmolality is less than 300, and some sources I saw was 200, so between 2 and 300, if the urine osmolality is really low. So central diabetes insipidus. Antidiuretic hormone is secreted from the neurohypophysis in the pituitary. Pituitary has 2 parts to it, an adenohypophysis and a neurohypophysis. ADH is from the neurohypophysis. Sorry, I can't say that word. All right, ADH acts on the kidneys, and it helps the kidneys concentrate your urine, so you're not peeing out just dilute water, so you don't have to drink a whole lot. That's the effect of ADH. In central diabetes insipidus, your blood levels of ADH are really low. You don't have any because it's not being made. In nephrogenic diabetes insipidus, your ADH levels are really high. So this guy, he's on a scale here, like a teeter-totter. It's low on the central side, it's high on the nephrogenic side. Let's talk about some causes of diabetes insipidus. This guy right here, his name is Patsy. Hello, Patsy. He likes to work out a lot. But Patsy is a mnemonic for some things that can cause diabetes insipidus. So we have pituitary tumor, so up here, a pituitary tumor, autoimmune, some sort of autoimmune disease, trauma, surgery, or idiopathic. Idiopathic essentially means we have no idea what's going on, so just put idiopathic on it. We don't know. Nephrogenic diabetes insipidus. Number 1, right here. Biggest one, genetics. Hereditary. And I should have drew like a double helix here somewhere, representing genes, maybe like this guy's staph. Think of this guy's staph as a double helix. Should have drew it like that, sorry. Here we have this table right here, all the causes of nephrogenic diabetes insipidus. We have a cow right here. This cow, he's making it, well, she, probably not a dude, she is making a ton of milk. Milk has calcium in it, hypercalcemia. The cow is eating some kale, kalemia. So potassium starts with a K, K plus. So hypokalemia is low potassium. Low potassium. All right, over here we have a battery shooting out some electrodes. We have a battery, a lithium battery, in your cell phones, shooting out some electricity. Lithium, which can be like a drug, can cause nephrogenic diabetes insipidus. Remember lithium for later as well. And then right here we have an antibiotic, demiclocycline. If I said that right, great. If not, then forgive me. We have a demon inside of a cyclone. Demon cyclone, demiclocycline. Yeah, you got this. Of nephrogenic diabetes insipidus. All right, so how do you test for diabetes insipidus? The water deprivation test is how you do it. Well, it's a way to do it. That's what I'm learning right now. Might be other ways. Don't take my word for it. So this is to see if the urine concentrates if they stop drinking so much water. Like if they just stop drinking so much water and they're pee starts getting concentrated, it's probably like they're just drinking too much water. It's psychogenic. They're just, I don't know, have some sort of problem drinking too much water just for the heck of it. If it's central diabetes insipidus, so you give them ADH, exogenous ADH, you give it to them, and the urine osmolality increases, means that the lack of ADH from your pituitary, up here in this guy's head, acting on the kidneys, your kidneys all of a sudden start concentrating your urine because they have ADH signaling them to start concentrating. So that's if you have central diabetes insipidus. Now let's say you have nephrogenic diabetes insipidus. So you give them ADH and the urine does not increase its concentration. It means that the problem is with the kidney response to ADH. So you're having a lot of ADH pouring out. It's like, hey, why aren't you working, kidneys? That's why it's elevated right here. The kidneys, they don't have a response to it. They're just not doing anything. You're peeing all the water out. That's nephrogenic. So what do we do to help solve this problem? You might have already guessed. If it's central diabetes insipidus, give them ADH. And an ADH analog is Desmopressin. All right, you see this guy? He's pressing. He's lifting some weights. Oh. So Desmopressin is an ADH analog. So it provides the kidney with the signal it needs to concentrate urine. Let's concentrate over here now on this little bag of Fix-Its. See down here? Fix. All right, so the first one up is Hydrochlorothiazide. Sometimes it's shortened to HCTZ. Hydrochlorothiazide. It's actually a diuretic, so usually it helps you pee out more, but in this case it has an opposite effect. Look at the references down in the description below because I wanted to go see how it worked. From what I could see, they actually don't really know how it works, but it works. So that's one of the things that can help. So hydrochlorothiazide, we have a hydrant, a fire hydrant right here. A fire hydrant with a quarter. Hydrochlorothiazide. All right, next one up is Indomethacin. Right here, we have a little poster here. I know do meth. Indomethacin. I know do meth. There you go, Indomethacin. But you notice here that we have little lightning bolts coming out from the sign, from the do part. And that is because Indomethacin helps with lithium nephrogenic diabetes insipidus. It helps with that. All right, next over here we have a millipede. A millipede, and we have a cowboy riding the millipede. The cowboy, a milla ride. And if you spell cowboy with a K, a cowboy, you can know, that's not spelled cowboy, you know that it's a potassium-sparing diuretic, which also helps with lithium nephrogenic diabetes insipidus. All right, guys, that's it. Hopefully that gets you 80% to where you need to be for your test. Quick way to remember it, just a little diagram there. And I just draw these little doodles to help me study for my own medical school. So it's just fun to share. I'll probably share some more. If it helps you, great. If not, then go find something else, I guess. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.